Now then, Carpers, how's it going? Bit of a backwards video this one. Didn't do much footage yesterday. Did the night last night. Obviously it rained quite a bit last night, but we've had these good air pressures and good temperatures. So we came down yesterday and didn't do much footage. Like I say, still feeling a bit ropey. Pretty sure I had COVID or flu or something last week, but I felt like death warmed up, so wasn't feeling the best yesterday. So I thought, well, I wasn't really going to bother doing a video, but obviously I'm still here, so I thought I'll give it a little just do a little short one today, just to keep the videos going, sort of thing. And yeah, it's not been too bad. The lake's been fishing quite slow recently, just with the odd fish coming off here and there, but I've had 5 fish last night. I lost one, but I brought my rods in at 2 o'clock this morning and thought I'm going to have to get a couple of hours kip. I got up this morning, put the rods back out, fishing the ever faithful Empen boilie. Thought I'll give them a bit of bait, because obviously these temperatures have picked up a little bit and fish are moving, so if they're moving, they're exerting energy. If they're exerting energy, they need to feed. So I thought I'll give them a little bit of bait, and it's paid off. Like I say, I've had 5 fish. I've had 2 probably 17-18 pound. I've had 3 20s. I've had a 22.8, a 20 pound 10, and a 22 pound 4. I had 4 fish last night in the space of an hour and a half. I could not believe it. From the clip that I'll put up in a minute, you'll see I was absolutely knackered. You know what I mean? I'm puffing like a steam train, because what I had last week, it's proper wiped me out. I feel sorry for anybody that ends up with this virus or whatever it is that's going around at the moment, because honest to God, it is bad. It is bad. Couldn't breathe, burning up, sweating, freezing cold 1 minute, could cook an egg on your head the next minute. It was bad. Well, yeah, I thought I'd do a little, just a little one today, Carpers, you know, just to keep things ticking over and what have you. I'll give you a little look at the swim now. And this is the old swim, as some of you might recognise. It's a swim that I do favour quite a bit. I do pretty well out of this swim. I mean, yesterday I was in the swim to my right when I first got here, because there was a match angler in this swim, and he packed up around about 2 o'clock-ish. So I thought, you know what I mean? I was literally only in the next swim, but I thought, no, I'm going to make the move. So I picked the bivvy up, moved it over, moved the rods over, put the rod straight on the spot that I know out there. I mean, I'm not going to say where that spot is, but it's out there. You know what I mean? It's one of them secret squirrels. So yeah, got the rods out, put some spoms over it. Was scratching my head at one point, thinking, well, where are they? Because we've got low air pressure, southwesterly winds, good temperatures, the sun was out. I thought they should be showing, they should be sticking their heads out, they should be boshing, but no, they just weren't. They were nowhere to be seen. And then as soon as it started to go dark, it was like someone just flicked the switch and they just went mad. I had 4 fish within the space of an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the most. Then it went quiet for a couple of hours, and then I had another take at 1:45 this morning, and that was about 17-18, that one mirror. It landed that one, but the hook had gone through its lip and come out, so rather than trying to force the hook back through and doing damage to the fish's lip, I just cut the rig in half. I thought, right, that rod can stay in for now. Like I said, I was already feeling a bit ropey, so Stood that rod up against the bivvy, as you do. Left the other rod fishing. 20 minutes later, beep, the other rod went. But I lost that one about, I don't know, about 20 yards out, something like that. Didn't feel a very big fish, but I thought, right, that's it, I just need to get some sleep. Get a couple of paracetamols down my neck, nice brew, get on my bed, get an hour or two. So that's what I did. And then, like I say, I got up this morning, just before light, sorry. Couple of spams back out, rods back out, but nothing as yet. But I'll get back to you if anything does happen. And carpers, second fish of the night, first 20 of the year, 22 and a half. She steadies up. Nope. Steady girl, steady. Come on, it's a good girl. Let's have a look at you. We can go back. Got another one in the net waiting to be weighed, which I think may be a 20 as well, but we'll have a look. Oh, she might have been on a bit. Come on, girl. Keep it short and sweet, carpers, because obviously they've just woke up, haven't they? So warm hands on them. I'm not very keen on at the moment, but oh, buzzing. We'll get her back. And carpers, fish number 3 in the last hour. I'm knackered, man, absolutely knackered. This one's just gone 21.10. She's going to cooperate. How's that, carpers? Brace of 20s, early in March, first night of the year, 3 fish in the last hour, absolutely buzzing. Steady girl, steady, steady. Get her back, carpers, get the rod back out. Now then, carpers, wagwan. Nothing else to report just yet. Just sitting here watching the water, as we do. Spend hours watching the water, don't we? Nothing else to report yet. A couple of single bleeps a minute ago on the left hand rod, but I've just redone it not so long ago, so could be the line settling. So with using fluorocarbon, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to sink, and obviously it carries on sinking where monos tend to suspend themselves in the water most of the time. With a fluorocarbon, it'll just carry on sinking and sinking and sinking until it touches deck. Yeah, nothing else to report at the minute, carpers. Still feeling a bit ropey, bit not myself, if you know what I mean. With a bad chest. But, like I say, this video was going to be a little bit arse backwards because of not getting much footage yesterday. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna. I'll figure it out. I've noticed I'm getting a lot of views but not many subscribers, so you either don't like what I'm doing. Oh, that's a bit of a drop back. Fingers just drop back, and again, freaking bream, innit? It's gonna be a bream, that is, carpers. Just tried a new upbait as well, one I've made myself. A plum and black currant pop up. Fishing it snowman style, like. On my favourite rig that I've been using. But yeah, I made them up. I should have done you a video really when I make my pop-ups, but these were just an experiment, these were just playing around. So but when I make my next ones up, I will do you a video and show you how I make my pop-ups, because it's something a lot of people want to get into. So drop back again. That can't be a line settling like that now. That's gonna be a fucking bream. Two big bream yesterday as soon as I moved into this swim, because when I first got here, I said I started in the swim to my right and I moved. No, we're away. Well, go on, I'm back again. It definitely was a bream. It fell off on the way in, which is even better. Bream are an absolute nuisance in this lake. They really are. There's that many of them. You can't put pellets out, you can't put boilie crumb out, you can't put sweet corn out. They're just a fucking nightmare, man. An absolute nightmare, like piranhas. As soon as you put anything in the swim, they don't leave it alone. But it is what it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? There's obviously people out there that like catching them. I know us carp lads don't like them very much. I certainly don't. But on a more positive note, I've christened the Kaizens. And anybody that's looking to buy a set, don't be put off what people tell you. They're a good rod. For the money, they're a good rod. They might not last very long, you know what I mean? Because obviously, I wouldn't say they're a budget rod, but they're not the most expensive rod in the world, are they? But if you look after your gear, it's only going to last as well as long as you want it to. But yeah, they're a good rod. They are a good rod. I will give them that. I can't remember where I was up to now anyway. Head's gone blank. Don't know. But yeah, like I say, last night I didn't do much footage. Well, I didn't do any footage really last night. We're feeling a bit ropey from what I had last week. My anxiety was bad last night, really bad. I don't know if it's because I had a couple of fish in quite quick succession. Like I say, I had one in the sling, one in the net. The rod was stood up and I had nothing to eat. I couldn't seem to calm myself down. My heart rate was really high. Just couldn't seem to. So I had to just take a little minute to compose myself. And I know there's a lot of people out there suffering with that sort of thing, and I do feel, I feel for you, you know what I mean? Because I go through it myself, and the only thing you can do is you can try and just take a step back, take a little breather, try and focus on a few little things, try and take your mind off feeling breathless and feeling, you feel sick, you feel, you know, not again. Yeah, it's not very nice. It's not a nice feeling at all, anxiety isn't. I mean, I never really knew about that sort of thing up until I lost a couple of family members. I lost 3 family members in the space of 4 months. And that sent me on the dark path down the anxiety and depression route. I mean, they were all close family members, like, but one of them was my nan, and she did a lot for me when I was a kid, and you know what I mean. I was there with her every day for the last 5-6 weeks that she was on the earth with us, bless her. And then we lost her. So that hit me like a ton of bricks. But I'm one of these people, as you can probably tell, bald head, tattoos, big lad, 18 stone, nothing bothers me. I'm one of them, you know what I mean? I'm hard. No, that stuff, that when it gets in your head like that, it'll drop you to your knees without you even knowing, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, yeah, anyway, enough about that. Like I say, that is why the channel's called Mental Carper, because I do suffer with my anxiety and my depression and my PTSD. So I like being out on the bank. I like getting out, but last night was the first night I've done on my own for a couple of months. And I don't know if, like I say, if it was on my own or I don't know what it was, but it just come out of nowhere, and it ruined the session for me last night. I will say that, because I was on fish, I was catching regular, and then I ended up having to just get my head down and just, don't know, try and go back at it again this morning. But I won't let it beat me. I won't let it beat me. The doctors have tried giving me medication and stuff like that, and I've tried it, but it doesn't work. It seems to make it worse. But each to their own, you know what I mean? There's people out there that need the medication. And obviously with all this going on at the moment, I'm waiting to see a consultant about my neck. There's cord compression that's pressing on one of my nerves in my neck, which is causing like a loss of feeling in my arm. So yeah, at the moment, carpers, I feel like I'm fit for a scrapyard. But yeah, I will urge anybody that's suffering to talk to somebody, whether it's a mate, a fishing pal, a therapist, doctor. Talk to somebody, because men suffer, and we suffer in silence, and it's not what we should be doing. And like I say, like I've just said there, I'm 18 stone, tattoos. I'd like to, I mean, it's not a thing like you like to say, but I can have a row, you know what I mean? I can hold my own with the best of them. The up carpers, that's the left hand, right hand rod this time. And we're going to get a live take, like we do usually when we're on a video. Very nice, that would. That's on a different upbait that I've made. That one's, there's a pink one. It's pear and banana with some CC more fructose powder, which is like a fizz powder. Smell absolutely mega. They smell mega. And they've been sat in my bag for a couple of weeks since I made them, and I thought, well, I'm going to give them a go. You know what I mean? I caught a few fish last night, so why not? But yeah, like I say, a lot of lads what I've been saying, how do you do them, how do you make your own, what sort of levels do you use, what liquids, what's the difference between a liquid based attraction, an alcohol based, an oil based. There's a lot, it can be a minefield, but it takes time, you know what I mean? You sort of get into them little frames of mind where you think something will pop into your head and you'll sit there and you'll think, right, what make that? That's going to be good, that. And it'll turn out and you're like, there's nothing like I wanted it to be. But it is what it is, like I say. But yeah, that's what I was saying, when I was getting a lot of views but not getting a lot of subscribers. So I don't know if you don't like what I'm doing or you don't like me as a person. Each to their own, innit? I'd like to carry on doing this sort of thing, but it sort of like knocks you back a little bit when you're putting the effort into the videos, and I'm trying to give you little hints and tips and things from my experience of carp angling. I mean, I've been carp angling now since I was about 14, and I'm 40 this year. And I live for me fishing. I absolutely live for me fishing. If I'm not on the bank, I'm watching it on YouTube, or I'm watching videos, or I'm reading magazines, I'm reading books, I'm playing about with rigs at home, I'm playing about with upbaits. I'm surrounded by it all the time, if you know what I mean. So, but yeah, it'd be nice to get a few more subscribers. I'm not going to beg you to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It is what it is. You don't like me, you don't like me. Don't watch me videos. It is one of them. I don't care. There's no skin off my nose, you know what I mean? But yeah, over this year now, I mean, we're only in March. What are we now? March the 6th, isn't it? Something like that, I think today it is. Yeah, over this year I'll be doing a lot more, and I'll be showing you a lot more. I'm going to cover a bit of casting. I've done a bit on solid bags. I'm going to do a few more rigs, but at the moment I've not really been doing rigs because I'm not changing my rig at the moment. I'm using what works for me. This is what I said in one of my previous videos. If you find something that works, stick with it. Don't change it. Just because Joe Blogs around the corner, he's invented a new rig and it looks good, it might not be the rig for you. You know? Use what you know. Use what you know. Use what you're confident in. And the rig I'm using at the moment, it might suit this water better than it suits other waters. Like I say, this is quite an open lake. There's not many features on the bottom. There's clay and silt and different lake beds, different variations in the bottom. But there's no snags, there's no proper features. So it might not work on the other club water that I'll be going to. I will try it on there, obviously, because I've got a lot of confidence in it. But yeah, like I say, if you like the videos, give us a like, give us a subscribe, even give us a comment. I'll get back to you, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about doing giveaways and stuff like that, you know what I mean? 'Cause like I say, I make my own baits, so I'd love to give someone a couple of pots of baits, and it is what that sort of thing. You know what I mean, giving back to the younger, not just the younger generation, but just educating people, because it's got to the point now, carp angling has, where it seems to be everybody's against each other, and it's like, oh, I'm not telling you what I'm doing. It's all secret squirrel. I'm not. What's the point? You're all there for the same thing. You're all there to catch fish. You're all there to enjoy the time on the bank, the fresh air, the scenery, the things that things that you'd see that you wouldn't see when you were sat in the house or you're sitting in the back garden. You know what I mean? Like now I'm sitting here now watching seagulls going round and what. I don't know if they're fighting or they're playing or whatever, but there's a big heron just gone past, you know. It is what it is. So yeah, but yeah, like I say, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, as they say. I don't know, because like I say, I follow a lot of other YouTubers. I follow Specialist Blanca. He's a good angler. Chunkster, the Parker Baits boys. South Coast Angler, obviously your named anglers like your Terry Hearn, your Tom Dove, your Darryl Peck, your Spooner, your Fairbrass. I seem to follow, well, I spend most of my time watching fishing. Half the time it's just to get away from the missus, so I sit and watch fishing, because every time I put fishing on she leaves the room, so it's even better. But yeah, I know I'm waffling on here, carpers, so I'll keep it short and sweet. I'll get back to you if anything else happens. But yeah, take it easy, carpers.